Hi, it's Sandy Wyllie. Welcome to my mental health channel where I wipe away the stigma of mental illness by talking about my own personal struggles, having borderline personality disorder, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety and panic attacks, depression. I talk about narcissism and my narcissistic mother. I talk about schizophrenia. And I wrote a book, Life with My Schizophrenic Father. Um, And a link to that book and all my other books are below down in the description. They're all available on Amazon. I talk about my unethical psychologist that had sex with me and sexually abused me, and a plethora of other mental health related topics. But I only come on as a former patient of almost 20 years. I am not a licensed therapist. I do not hold a degree in psychology, so I cannot diagnose you or give you a professional opinion. All I ask in turn of you, please, is your kindness and respect in the comments. Please be kind to me, be kind to other people who comment. We don't need to agree on everything. Variety is the spice of life, but we do always need to show respect and kindness. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Stick around, take a chance, hit that like button, hit that little box in the lower right hand corner there that says subscribe. That way you will be notified each and every time a video of mine is out. Please share my videos, share it with your friends, your family, share my videos on your social media platform. Let's build this community. Let's spread the love. I'd love to hear from you. I want to know about you. I want to know about your struggles. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinion. So please comment. I love the comments and I will answer your comments back. Today we're going to talk about my personal experiences with feeling lost in life. Yes, I've been lost in life all my life, lost in outer space. Everyone wants a better life. Everyone wants to make something of their lives. I think most people do. I shouldn't say everyone, but I think most people, are on this planet for a very short time, and they want to feel useful. They want to, leave a mark. Okay. And since day one, I never had any idea what I wanted in life. Okay. I had this friend, Cheryl, in high school who knew exactly what she wanted to do. She wanted to be a nurse. Okay. She had she carried around this pocketbook and it said, "Nursing is my bag." And she took part-time jobs in hospitals. She was a candy striper, a nurse's aide. That was, her ambition. She went to college to become a nurse. She became a professional nurse, making a very good salary. She built her own home with her husband. She had two children, a boy and a girl. The perfect life. And she knew from 15 years old exactly what she wanted out of life, and she got it. Now, me, on the other hand, did you see the loser video? If you haven't, go watch that. Didn't know what the fuck I wanted out of my life, all right? Well, let's see. You're going to be done with high school. So what do you do after high school? You go to college. So when you go to college, you have to take courses, you have to sign up for a major and a minor. A major, I don't know. Well, you have to know what you want to do. You have to have your whole life figured out by the time you're 17. That's what the counselors in school were saying, I haven't had a clue of what I wanted to do in my life. All right. I didn't know anything. I hadn't the foggiest notion. I was only 17. But my friend Cheryl had it all in the bag, So my friend Julia went to Mass Bay Community College. And so I went because my parents said, you go there. It's a dirt cheap college. It's like, it was dirt cheap. I mean, you had to probably be homeless if you couldn't afford it. Anyone else, no matter how hard up they were, could afford it. My high school cost more money than Mass Bay. In fact, I used to kid. My dad would say Mass Bay High, Why we would call it Mass Bay High, it was like so easy and so cheap. It was like a high school. And so instead of saying Mass Bay Community College, it was a community college. We'd say Mass Bay High. So it was like just going to a secondary high school. And so my other best friend, Julia, and me were going. And so I said, what major are you taking up? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, she said, I'm going to do early childhood education. Oh, okay. What are your classes? Oh, I see. So I took early childhood education because my best friend Julia was taking early childhood education. I would be in all of her classes, and I didn't know a soul in that college until I met my future husband. And I just went along with her, And I did work as a preschool teacher. I graduated with an associate's degree in early childhood education, only because my best friend was taking it and she didn't graduate. She dropped out. Isn't that ironic? That's what she knew she wanted for a major, and I just followed along, like a sheep. And then I met my husband, and my mother pounded in my head, you get married. You get married. You need to get married. You're a nothing. You're a loser. You're never going to make it in life. You need a husband. You need a husband to support you. And there comes along a sweet, nice, innocent, naive virgin. He was a virgin. I was a virgin. I said this in many other videos. And okay, so I'm a preschool teacher. All right, I wasn't making nothing as a preschool teacher. When I say I could probably make more money at Walmart or McDonald's than what I was paid as a preschool teacher. Even, Andrew's parents, my future in-laws, said, that's a dumbass job. I mean, everyone said I was a babysitter for a living. A preschool teacher is nothing but a babysitter. This is what they made me feel like I'm a loser. Okay, what do you do? Oh, I'm a preschool teacher. Oh, you're a babysitter. Everyone knows to be a real teacher, you need to get a bachelor's degree, minimum. You need a bachelor's degree. I only had an associate's degree. So what was I? I was a babysitter. So that I got married because that's what you're supposed to do. What was I going to do? I didn't have a career like my best friend Cheryl, who is an RN, a registered nurse. And nurses make very good money. And she knew since 15 that she wanted that. I didn't know what I wanted out of life, okay? I didn't know what career I wanted. I was told, well, you don't have a career, how are you going to live, right? Your parents are going to live forever. So I got married. And then I got married, and my husband got me a job in an engineering firm doing clerical work. I was an administrative assistant. Okay. Now, instead of a glorified babysitter, I'm in an office with engineers and professional people, secretaries, computer programmers, engineers, accountants, etc., etc. Working in Boston. I go in the morning on the train, the commuter rail with my husband because he works there. He got me the job, okay? Because I left my job as a glorified babysitter, remember? And it was boring. The only thing I liked about working in the office, I got to dress up. As a glorified babysitter, I wore jeans and a t-shirt and sneakers. When I worked in an engineering firm, I got to dress up in dresses. And if you look at my karaoke videos, I love dress up. So I got to, dress up with makeup, my hair. All the women in the office wore dresses and skirts, not all of them. Some of them wore pants, but, people dressed up. I got to dress up, and it was fun until it wasn't fun. And it was boring, and I didn't want to do it anymore. So what am I going to do with my life? I don't want to work in an office. I don't want to work as a teacher or a babysitter. So be a mom, I can do that until I couldn't do that. I was infertile. That's another whole long story. But eventually, I did have children. And then, so I was in that role. I was a wife, a homemaker. Don't you love that term? You're a homemaker. And if you say that to anyone, they'll look at you and like, that's what they write down when you don't have a job, you know. What do you do? Well, I stay at home. I'm a stay at home mom. Oh, you're a homemaker. What the fuck is homemaker? It feels so, homemaker feels so retarded. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're a homemaker and you hate my guts. But that made me feel like the biggest loser out there. When I didn't, you know, when I was staying home with my kids, my husband was working and he was going to night school to get his bachelor degree. And people would say, you know, what do you do? And I said, well, you know, I stay home with my two children. And they go, oh, you're a homemaker. It just made me feel like, you know, a loser. All right. That's, and I'm sorry. I'm not trying to insult anyone who, who is a homemaker, who thinks that's, you know, I'm not trying to put you down. I'm just trying to tell you that I felt that made me feel like a loser. All right. I'm not trying to put down other people who are homemakers and are proud to be homemakers. I don't care what you are. If you're a janitor, if you're proud and you're happy doing what you're doing, good, all the better for you. But I didn't feel good with that title slapped on me, homemaker. And that's what people would do in doctor's office, dentist's office. When they ask, what do you do? And I say, I'm a stay at home, they put homemaker. They wrote that title and I hated it. I'm not trying to put that, I don't want to offend any one of my videos from my, you know, channel. So, and I was still lost in life. I was lost because, you know, I didn't know any career path I wanted. I didn't go have any really, I didn't get a bachelor degree. I didn't have any college. I was staying home, taking care of two children. And I didn't like that I was labeled homemaker. I hated it. And I didn't know what to do. So I started dating men on the internet. Wasn't that so special? I really wasn't in love with my husband. I went into this in other videos. He was my first boyfriend, a great guy. I mean, he was awesome, but there was no spark for me, no chemistry. I didn't, I was not attracted to him. I thought he was like like a really great guy. He was like my best friend. And he was really, you know, faithful, loyal, devoted. I could run down the boring list and, you know, I don't want to take up time doing that. But, you know, I never, you know, all I did was change shitty diapers and, you know, stay home with the kids all day. And I felt like there was no me left. Who was I? A homemaker. And I didn't feel good about that. You know, I felt really lost. I felt lost in high school because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And here I was again in my 30s, and I felt lost again because I didn't like, you know, what I was doing. I wasn't happy with myself. So I started fooling around and cheating on my husband and dating guys off the internet. And I didn't feel good about that because then I got separated from my husband for a short time. And I didn't know where my life, you know, what direction my life was in. You know, are you going to get divorced? Where am I going to go? I don't have any career. What career could I do? I don't even know what I wanted to do. I'm a homemaker, remember? So I was so lost. I was fucked up. I didn't know what I was going to do. So I entered therapy. And that friggin' ruined my whole life. And you can watch the other videos about how my psychologist sexually exploited me, how I had a 2-year sexual affair with one of my psychologists. I'm not going to get into that, but so then I entered therapy to try to figure this whole shit out. How many of you guys have been in therapy to try to figure out your life? You're feeling lost in life. Maybe you're having a midlife crisis. Maybe you're young and you don't know which direction, what career path you want to take. Maybe you don't know if you want to go to college. If you do, you don't know what to take up in college. You don't know where you want to live. You know, should you buy a house? Should you rent? Should you, you know, there's so many questions, you know, so many decisions for young people to make. Like, what are you going to do with this one beautiful life that you were given? So I started writing poetry late in life, and I enjoyed writing. So as you can tell, I started writing, and I felt better about myself because now I'm a writer. But of course, I try to submit to publications, and nobody wanted me. No one's going to take no one's going to take a loser. All right. I could not get formally published. So I had to self-publish. And again, slap on the L. I'm a loser because anytime you tell someone you're self-published, they look at you like you're a dope. Except for this one person on the comments told me that she made $300 a month from the 2 books that she self-published. Okay. So she got $300 every month in royalties, and from the 2 books she self-published. And I'm not trying to put you down. Like, you are friggin' awesome. You are a superstar. Whoever said that to me, if you're making $300 every month from 2 books that you self-published, you must have talent, so much talent in the gazillions. You must have tons and tons of talent. You, my dear, I'm jealous as hell of. You know how much I have? Like 3 dozen books, okay, self-published. You know how much money I make in a month? I'm lucky to make maybe $15, $20. Lucky. On a good month, I make $15 to $20 a month. On a bad month, I make nothing. On an okay month, I might make $5 to $10, $13. On a really, really good month, I make 20. A really great month, those are far and few between. I've been self-published since 2014. 10 years. 10 years I've been writing books. 10. In 10 years, I've written 3 dozen books. No, this is not that video. This is just like, I feel so lost that I feel like I can't, like, what right do I have to call myself a writer? Because, you know, again, I feel like such a friggin' loser, and I don't know what the hell to do with my life. So my kids are adults now. I have a handicapped child who's in a special needs home. And I talked about that in another video. My other son working full time. He's getting his master's degree in public health. You know, he works in a crisis text line. He wants to do public health. He wants to be a doctor. So unlike his mother, who doesn't know what the fuck she wants, who feels completely lost in her life, now what do I do? Since no one is taking me serious as a writer or an author, no one ever takes me serious. Let me do, you know, I started getting into videos, okay? The only time people really appreciated me is when I took all my fucking clothes off and started masturbating. Guess how much money I made from that? Between $100 and $150 a week for my OnlyFans. That's it. That was the most money. The most money I made from getting naked and playing with myself, playing with my little pussy, you know, fingering my pussy, putting little beer cans in it, getting infections, you know, bleeding, really bleeding heavy from that. I couldn't walk. I was in a serious fucked up situation. But that's what people only, you know, appreciate me for, you know. And now that I'm 60, like, come on, who wants to see this body? Ugh. That's when I was in my 50s. I did that, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And other girls that did that were like half my age, they were making thousands of dollars a month. Thousands a week. I don't know. I was making, like I said, between 100 and 150 a week. So I was maybe making a few hundred a month. And I had to do all that. So of course I felt bad that only, you know, people don't care what I have to say. They don't care about my poetry. They only want pussy, tits and pussy. That's it. That's all the guys want out of me. So how do you think that made me feel? And I wasn't even making the money these younger girls were making, doing the same thing. These younger girls are doing the same exact thing as I was. And like I said, they were making thousands thousands of dollars, maybe $2,000 or $3,000 at least a month. And I'm making what? I don't know. Not much money. So again, it just felt like I didn't know what to do with my life. So I started doing the karaoke. I stopped getting naked because my husband got a good paying job. Back then, he was out of work. It was during COVID. So, I figured I could do this from the safety of my home, and that would work out all right. And I could get some money. But I was feeling pretty crappy about myself. I didn't like myself after doing that. And a lot of people were calling me slut and whore. All the girls from high school, all the cliques in high school. Oh, look at Sandy. She's a slut. She's a whore. Sandy takes all her clothes off for money. Oh, what a slut. She's a whore. So again, I felt lost and like, what am I going to do? So I started doing a YouTube channel. At first, I started reading. I was a bras and panties poet. How many of you out there remember me as a bras and panties poet? I started reading my poetry in bra and underwear. And of course, YouTube kicked me off because you can't dress. I figured no one is going to listen to me reading my poetry if I'm dressed. I figured if I would look seductive, like in my OnlyFans videos, they might listen to my poetry and buy my poetry books. Nope, YouTube kicked me off. They kicked me off. So I got another channel and I just did karaoke. I did karaoke for 4 years and got zero money. You cannot get monetized doing karaoke unless you make your own music. I use karaoke music off the web because I didn't have any other I don't make music. I only did karaoke. And so I could not be monetized because there was it was copyrighted material I could not use. If I used it, I wasn't going to get paid for it. They were going to get royalties. The people who put the karaoke channel up for the background music when you sing. So anyway, again, I was lost in my life. Who am I? What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? What do I want to do with my life? And I'm still messed up. So I said, this is not working. All right. I'm not going to make any money. All this music is copyrighted. I'm not going to get any, you can't make money doing music unless you do your own music. Okay. So if I played a guitar, because I have a subscriber who's really good. I'm sorry, I can't think of your full name, but she's really good. And she does songs, like popular songs out there. She does some Madonna and whatnot. But she plays her own music. So she plays guitar and she sings. And she has her YouTube channel. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me because I can't, my old age, I'm drawing a blank for your name. Otherwise, I would promote you if I could think of what your name was. But she's really good. But she plays her own music as well as sing. I did not have I don't play anything, no instrument or whatever. So I said, what else? Do a mental health channel. So since then, I've been monetized, but I make nothing. I haven't gotten paid since August, okay? So I didn't get paid for September. I didn't get paid for October. I'm not getting paid for November. You know why? You have to have at least $100 for Google to pay you. You know how much money I have right now? $99.70. I'm 30 fucking cents off. So that means I don't get $100 till the end of December. I'm sure I'll earn 30 cents. Please, God, please make me at least earn 30 cents this month. 30 cents? I mean, I give my all to my station, my channel. I mean, every day I put out material. Every single day I edit. You know how much promotion I do? I go on all these Facebook groups. I go on all these LinkedIn groups, in Twitter. I spend hours every day promoting, marketing myself. And you know how much money I got paid? I got $100 in August 21st. $100. I do a video every single day and I have not earned another $100. I will probably earn it in December because all I need is 30 more cents and I'll get paid at the end of December. For how many months work? August, September, October, November, December, including 4 months work, I get paid $100 for 4 months. Do the math. What is that? $25 a month? It averages to about $25 a month. What is $25 a month? How much is that average a week? How much is that average a day? And, that's what I get paid. And I work hours. I wake up at 4 o'clock and I'm hustling and hustling for all day, really, you know, between doing these videos and writing my books. And I get not, and then again, this is why I feel lost. And this is why I feel like a loser. I don't know, like I'm doing this and I say, are you stupid? I say to myself, you must be stupid, because if you keep doing something and get nothing back from it, I mean, I love to, share my experiences. I'm not saying I don't love what I do. I love writing. I love doing my videos. But, the only time in this 5 years of my YouTube channel that I felt appreciated was from Daphne. Daphne Reloaded! Here's another shout out to you. Daphne Reloaded. That's the only time in 5 years I've been doing this. 5 years. 5. I've had my YouTube channel. And that woman was so sweet and kind and shared one of my videos and did a shout out for me. That woman has like over 16,000 subscribers. 16. I can't even make 5,000. And since I've been monetized for over a year now, over a year. I can't even make 5,000 subscribers. I can't even go up. And I'll make like 10 here or 10 there, but I haven't even made 5,000 in 5 years. So again, I feel lost in like, do I really want to keep pursuing something that's a dead end for me? It seems like my YouTube channel is a dead end. I'm going nowhere. Like I said, I really appreciate you, Daphne. I mean, I love you. God, you're the first person that ever took any notice in me and, actually gave me a shout out and actually shared one of my videos. Like, I'm forever, grateful that you did that. But like, you're the only person in 5 years that's ever, even recognized anything I did. The only one. Not that I don't appreciate it immensely, but I keep asking myself, how much longer am I going to go on working for $25 a month? That's what it adds up to, $25 a month. How much longer am I going to go on wasting hours and hours every day, And what do I call myself? A homemaker? That's what they would write. Well, what do you do? Well, I self-publish. Oh. And I do videos on YouTube. Oh. You do anything else? No, you're a homemaker. If this video has offended people who are homemakers, I want to apologize. Right now, I'm going to shout out that I'm sorry to you homemakers. If that's what you do and you're proud of it, I just don't feel good about myself having that title. That's just me. Okay. But I'm sorry if I offended someone, because I hate to offend people. But yeah, so I feel pretty lost. I was lost from day one. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I'll tell you one thing. I wish I wasn't in Florida. I hate where I live in Boston. I lived in Boston my whole life. I grew up in Boston, and I hate living in Boston. I hate the cold weather. I hate the snow. Okay. I want to move down in Florida where there's no snow. I hate the leaves. I hate raking leaves. I own a house. I have a yard. I rake leaves. I rake them. The next day they fall down. I rake them again. The next day they fall down. I rake them again. I hate it. I hate the cold. I want to be in shorts and flip-flops. How many of you want to be in shorts and flip-flops on the beach under a palm tree? I hate living in Boston. So that's one thing. If I didn't have a husband and children, if I had no one in my, no family, no obligations, like I have a very sick son. If I didn't have that, I'd be in Florida Florida. That's 100%. I know 110%. I know I would be living in Florida. Down in Orlando with Mickey Mouse. Yay! I'd be living down there. All right. That I know for sure. If I had the money, I would invest in an editor and a literary agent and get these books out in real publishing houses. Get these books in libraries and in Barnes and Nobles and on real bookshelves, not just in the basement here. If I had the money, I would be doing that. I would be traveling more. I'd go to Rome. I've been to Paris, though. I went to Paris. That was on my bucket list. I'd go to Rome. I'd go to Greece. I'd go to India. I would do a lot more traveling. I love to travel. I love to travel. I love to write. I love to do videos, but it's not going so well for me. But anyway, I still feel very lost in my life, very lost. And just wanted to share that with you. And love to hear from you. Tell me where you are in your life. I want to know. I want to know about you. Are you having feelings of being lost too, not knowing what direction, or do you have your whole life figured out? Like my girlfriend, Cheryl from high school, had her whole life figured out at 15 years old. All right, let me know in the comments because I love to hear from you guys all the time. And till next time, take care. Bye bye.